What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Political Spectrum Podcast, where a podcast that collects people with different political beliefs on the political spectrum and talks about recent news, events, politics, etc. Down a member today. We're assuming Danny is, hungover as hell and sleeping, which good for him, mind you. So I'm also hungover, but we're changing this into the right-wing podcast for today. I'm Paul, your token libertarian.
I'm Frank, your token establishment Republican.
I'm Charlie. I'm a nationalist and a populist.
All right, so a lot of stuff's been going on in the news lately. A lot of fun stuff. Let's talk about just a few hours ago. We'll start with the Instanbul attack. So from what I've been reading, it seems like they targeted police officers. I don't know who the perpetrators were. They conveniently left that out. So I don't know if that's on purpose.
This could have been a radical right-wing Christian plot in Turkey.
It could have been. It's possible. Although
sure.
We would have heard about that by now.
It was Pepe, yes, and Westboro Baptist Church.
Haven't seen it on the news, so I guess it's not a right wing.
I'm currently on Al Jazeera, where Osama used to release his mixtapes to. Trying to find out.
The best news source.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, this targeted police officers, it seems like these things are becoming more international now. I never thought I'd hear that, a foreign news thing, be like, oh, and these things were targeted. Turkish police forces. I was like, wow. These things are spreading. It's international now.
I mean, that's the thing about the more extreme strains of Islam. Their entire raison d'etre is to subvert all other authority, right? There can be no authority but the authority of Islam. So they will strike at all points of authority across the globe. I mean, nations mean nothing to them. Mm-hmm. They believe that their nation is Islam.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's a car bomb. Yeah, suicide. Yeah, it's not looking. They definitely can't.
I'm just curious what Erdogan's going to do if this is a ISIS-related attack and not a internal conflict.
The government's initial findings say that it points to Kurdish militants. That's the initial, which honestly would not surprise me.
It's very possible. The Kurds are, people like McCain like to kind of lionize the Kurds, but they've caused a lot of trouble in the past, and it would not surprise me if they kept doing so.
Right, and if there was but also it could be it could just be like a scapegoat situation. It's because it's just initial report, and it's what was a few hours ago. We don't know all the results are right now.
We can't. We can't rule out a false flag operation either.
Yeah, we can't rule anything out, and it's it's a complicated matter. But targeting police officers, that's just so stupid. Anyone that does that is should be killed, really.
Oh boy.
But Paul, the non-aggression principle.
What's up?
Libertarians today, they're changing. They're fighting back.
I know, right?
I just said people that target police officers, as in kill them purposely, should be killed. That's not the non-aggression principle.
But Paul, the state is evil.
I didn't say the state had to do it.
Where's my alcohol?
I mean, it's definitely unfortunate, but it's not surprising at this point.
No, it's not surprising. I'm just curious to see who it is.
Yeah. If it is the Kurds.
Well, the Kurds have attacked their capital twice. There was an ISIS attack in June. So there's a lot of suspects.
I know.
Or it could be Putin. For pissed off with that fighter jet, finally.
It was definitely Putin. All things are Putin's fault.
I can't, and Russia and Putin's the new president of the United States. I don't know if you heard Putin was on the ballot.
Yes. I voted for him.
He was elected. And he was elected. I didn't know that.
I voted for him 20 times.
But the news told me that, and I was like, okay, well, we have to accept it.
Yeah, that's a good lead into this new, so-called findings from our intelligence agencies.
Yes, and I've heard contrary things with the CIA on this. And like what one report says, the CIA confirms Russia had influence in the election. Another article, CIA confirms Russia did not. CIA confirms they have no evidence that Russia had anything to do with the election. I'm just sitting there like,
wait, they don't have evidence? Time to Google.
well, I saw both stories. They're like, actually, the news is lying, and that was like on
there is no actual concrete evidence. They have no evidence of like their whole thing here is that basically it's the claim that Dan has made before on the podcast that basically Putin or the Kremlin ordered hackers to infiltrate Podesta's emails and then give them to WikiLeaks.
But here's the thing. Charlie. Those when they looked into it, they saw Russian.
There are a lot of people in Russia. I think this is a kind of an outdated idea that only the state can understand the complex magic of computers. Pretty much anyone can hack if you have the know-how, and the know-how is not hard to come by. So I mean, yeah, like, look, did someone in Russia do it? Quite possibly, but that Putin does not control everything in Russia. He's not a dictator, believe it or not. He does not have absolute control over every single Russian. It could have been anybody.
Frank, your Googling get you anything?
Well, hold on. Go back. I was paying attention to Crusader Kings. Goddamn Scottish.
They should have gotten their independence.
Well, according to Mother Jones, which is clearly a credible site.
They should have.
They said Russia. According to a secret assessment by the CIA at the Washington Post. According
if
to the
it's secret,
Post,
why do you know about it? What the hell is this?
Now, it could be possible that I would believe that Russia did it, but still, it's not. The election's over. Why are we going over this? Like, what are we going to do? Bomb Russia? The Democrats didn't want to fight Russia over Ukraine, but
I mean, if you listen to Clinton, we should bomb Russia.
I know, but this is.
I can see Russia from my house.
All right, Sarah Palin.
Poor Sarah.
No, not poor Sarah. If she's Department of the Interior, I have to go to 2 days of protesting at that.
You're already protesting.
She's going to make the White House look fantastic, okay?
To our 5 viewers, Ben Carson.
The blessed Sarah.
Yeah,
leave the blessed Sarah alone.
To our 5 viewers.
Especially to our shout out to our followers in Russia. I have to go protest.
Shout out to our Russian followers who are many after that one.
That is the backbone of our viewership at this point. So let's just go with it.
Yeah,
we actually gained a subscriber yesterday. I was like, oh wow.
Is that the guy who told us? Is that the guy who told us that our videos are shit and then he subscribed? That's hilarious.
Some guy commented on our video and he's like, "This is a shit video. Subscribes."
That's amazing.
Thanks.
I don't know what message you're trying to send me, but okay. So yeah, we'll jump into Ben Carson. What the fuck?
I mean, he's black. He grew up in an inner city. You know?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I was telling my I had family over yesterday, and they're like, "Oh, well, what do you think about Ben Carson, Paulie? You know, you're in politics." I'm like, he only put him there because he's black. And they're like, "No," and I'm like, "He has no experience."
I thought Democrats were into that.
They're like, "Oh yeah, you're right, Paulie. You're right."
Oh wait. I hate to go on a sidetrack, but did you hear about that? The Republicans, their Senate staffs are more diverse than Democrats, and I started laughing.
That doesn't surprise me. That's the thing, democratic socialism. That's the province of the very rich and the very poor. No one else can afford it.
The Democrats put quotas in.
Yeah,
no whites.
For them.
But obviously, Ben Carson's a smart guy. There's a rumor that the left are spreading that he's addicted to drugs. That's why he's always has that demeanor. Which I doubt. But I don't think
possible.
Yeah. But I don't think he's. I think you need experience to be in a cabinet position. I could be wrong.
Would have made a great president, though.
Yeah.
If we're honest, he's not going to be doing that much. I'm not thrilled about this either, but this isn't the end of the world.
if there's a silver lining here, he won't be talking. Like he won't be in the spotlight.
He'll be
For
sleeping.
which we can all be grateful.
He'll just be running an agency.
I'm just worried what's going to happen to HUD and what Trump's going to do with HUD. I'm just curious.
I actually have an opinion on this. This is just speculation. I think he put Ben Carson there, and this is a conspiracy theory, for a reason. So people distrust HUD, and then he's going to end the agency altogether.
I mean, honestly, the government has no business providing housing, so...
You're damn right. That was a joke, by the way, for those realist watchers. No, fuck you. HUD's not gonna... Blah, blah, blah.
Well, I agree with you. I'm just worried what
the hell was that?
Yeah.
That was me mocking the
reporter.
Huh?
Were you mocking a reporter on stage, Paul?
Oh no, you caught me. He's right over there.
You cuck.
I cucked the reporter.
Well, they are like the worst people, if we're honest.
Yeah.
Except Milo.
Press secretary for Milo. I really want him to.
Milo's not a journalist. He is a sensation. He's a lifestyle.
He's a journalist.
Paul, let me make my joke, damn it.
He's also a sensationalist. I'm sorry. Charlie, make your joke.
No, I was saying he's a sensation and a way of life.
He's a sensation.
Okay, let's just move on. The joke died. It's fine.
Yeah, okay.
I'm laughing. Okay, so...
I wonder if Trump's going to work with just cities in total. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen.
Well, that's basically been his selling point. Every rally he does, even his post-election rallies, which he still does, which it's fine until he becomes president. He talks about the inner cities a lot, and that's why he puts in a black man for HUD on purpose to say, "Hey, look at that! We're gonna help you guys out." Like he's not intending this to be like a race, to sound like a little on that end, but it's like unintentionally so, which is really funny.
He could have definitely picked better, but I'm just curious to see what happens. I mean, there's no really argument defending Carson as the pick.
Yeah, I just don't really care about it. It's like, who occupies each specific minor position doesn't really interest me. Like, I'm more interested in the overall ideas. It's all Trump's team. Like, they're gonna do what he tells them to do. So that's what I'm interested in. Like the overall direction of the administration.
Except for Mattis, because Mattis ain't doing torture, and neither is Trump now.
Well, yeah, because it doesn't work.
I guess not.
Your knowledge is limited and could be questionable. There's always that chance. Mm-hmm. But I would agree, torture. We should not be practicing torture. But
I have no moral objection. It's just, is it effective or not?
Yeah, does it work? Yeah, studies show it doesn't work. Oh, all right. I mean, the moral objection. There's also the legal objection.
I'm just very afraid of rights in the US law. I'm just very afraid of Trump changing his opinion after an hour. That's I hope he. SNL did the skit with Alec Baldwin where I think it was Mike Pence coming up to him going, "Sir, there's a lot of opposition to repealing Obamacare," and he replies, "All right, don't do it." So I just hope he sticks to his guns on certain things.
Yeah, I mean, definitely repeal Obamacare. And I was like, I want to keep the pre-existing conditions on there, and I'm sitting here like...
He said that the whole time, though. That's been consistent. Like, he said from the beginning he wants to keep certain aspects like pre-existing conditions and like the 26th thing.
Well, he didn't say what he said. He wanted to replace it with something that would still have that. So yeah,
right. He keep those two aspects and then get rid of the rest.
Yeah, he said that in the debates in his defense.
Well, that's good.
So, let's talk. Go ahead.
No. I was just say we should move on from Ben Carson.
Oh yeah. We're moving on from Ben Carson. We're going to talk about there was an attack in Egypt in Cairo on a Coptic Christian church. you can, for those who are wondering who committed such a such a heinous crime, no idea. I have no clue. Who gains from attacking Coptic Christians?
We don't want to jump to conclusions.
Republicans.
It could have been Putin. It could have been Putin. Okay.
It was drones, man. It had to be the United States.
No, it was Putin's drones.
You know, this actually, I know a lot of Coptic Christian Egyptians who have fled Egypt, not during this administration, obviously, and not during Morsi either, but the one prior to Morsi, the one that they fought their little mini revolution over, and you know, they do not have it too good there. Like, and they have like a very it's a very communal type of groups or whatever, like these Coptic Christians, like they're like a pact, basically. The people that I know, who are in Staten Island rather, they came as a group, like all of them came as a group with their religious leader, and they congregated in this particular area. So I mean, they're very communal, they're very nice. You know, I have no problems with them, but apparently some groups want to attack them and ostracize them from society in Egypt.
I mean, again, this goes back to the nature of the more extreme wings of Islam. Like, because the Copts were that was the original, like obviously not like, you know, the Egyptian polytheistic religions, right? But once Egypt Christianized, they were Copts, and they stayed that way until they were conquered by the Caliphate.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, Islam will suffer no rival. It wants to break down the other authorities, the other religions, the other beliefs. The more radical strands, obviously. So, yeah, this just kind of makes perfect sense given the MO of what we're dealing with.
Certainly does. Frank, thoughts on this?
Of the Coptic Church in
yeah,
I'm not really surprised. I guess I you know,
a cathedral actually, which is more like.
Was it confirmed as ISIS?
I don't have any confirmation.
That sounds horribly Islamophobic, Frank.
It just says a bombing near the Coptic Cathedral in Egyptian. This happened literally a few hours ago. We had 2 attacks in the span of a few hours, which is but you know Egypt actually.
I am a little surprised it happens in Egypt because Sisi is known to have a really, you know, strong hold in Egypt, and I would think that any organization would be like very severely cracked down on, but it can happen that one attack can go off.
Well, they are. He actually, the president, Abdul Fattah al-Sisi, declared a 3-day period of national mourning, which is which is respectful.
I mean,
it makes sense. It makes sense because the Copts backed his coup.
Yeah.
When he made his coup announcement that I think it was like the Coptic Pope was on the stage with him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, condemn the attack.
They're very pro-regime.
Vicious terrorism is being waged against the country's Copts and Muslims. Egypt will emerge stronger and more united from the situation.
Huh.
Yeah. That's the quote I was telling you before, Charlie. The one that he just weirdly also mentioned Muslims in.
I mean, he's trying to emphasize we're a united country.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, it's a good response. That's what we want to see.
I'm actually very happy to hear that. That means there's one country in the Middle East that's all right.
Yeah, there's hope for Egypt.
That's why I'm so glad Trump won, because if Clinton had won, we probably would have killed him for no reason, like we did with Gaddafi.
Or kept on isolating him like Obama did, which was insane.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Our current.
It's like, look, policy. A stable secular ruler in the Middle East. Let's topple that really quickly. It's like, what? Why?
Like Libya.
Like Libya, yeah, like Syria.
So Iran can take over. Why not?
Yeah.
Basically,
our best friends, the Iranians. Yeah.
Our best friend, the Iranians. $150 billion richer. Joke never gets old. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. I want to bring up the thing with Trump and Japan kind of negotiating. Well, not negotiating like a deal, but I don't think we talked about this last time, did we?
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. Yeah.
I don't have too much information on this. I just remember hearing about it. And do you guys know what I'm talking about? I think it was like $50 billion. Yeah, $50 billion. Frank,
Well, that was with a businessman from Japan. I forgot the name of the company. I think in sciences or software, he said that he was willing to invest $50 billion in hiring, or I'm not sure what else in the United States.
Yeah, he was doing a large investment in the United States, which was very beneficial. It's going to create a lot of jobs. A lot of people were saying, and Trump was in talks with this particular gentleman, I believe, and I don't know why he's. I guess it may be the lower taxes. Maybe I'm not really sure. The lower regulations that Trump's going to put in place. Maybe that's like influencing him to do this investment. I'm not sure. It's all this business savvy stuff. But it's a net benefit for the United States in the short run and the long run.
Yeah,
so
it's great.
Looks good.
I mean, it's kind of amazing just how quickly Trump has just already seized the reins of power. Like he's effectively governing from Trump Tower, and he's not even president yet. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Like people come to pay homage in the court. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm happy about it, basically, and most people should be. Although
I can speak from my personal experience because right now I'm living and working in Japan.
Yeah, go ahead.
And people were very nervous when Trump won, because he represented a big change, and I think this will help serve to calm some nerves over here. Because a lot of them are afraid that Trump's going to abandon Japan, he's going to pull all the troops out, he's going to cut all of our economic deals, and I think this is a good indicator that we're going to maintain a healthy relationship with our Japanese allies, which is good because we need them to counterbalance China.
Yes.
Which is why Dana Rohrabacher should be Secretary of State. Just saying.
And a lot of things that Trump has been saying about China has been very good. He's been talking about the the I can't remember the name. The sea, South China Sea.
Yes, East China.
East China.
Where they're building the islands.
Yeah, exactly.
That's South China Sea.
South China Sea. Never mind.
Fuck you, Frank.
I'm interested
language
right now. Paul is very aggressive. I don't know why. I think he's hungover.
I'm
libertarian.
Libertarian.
I'm trying to practice the non-aggression principle, but Frank just makes it so hard.
I guess
Paul, have you tried the will to power? It's pretty good.
I have heard of it. So let's talk about Secretary of State, because that's been coming up a lot more.
Mitt Romney's still in play.
Mitt Romney's still in play.
It's not going to be Mitt Romney.
I'm supporting that. According to his inner circle, according to the Weekly Standard, he is.
The Weekly Standard.
I love the Weekly Standard.
The one where Bill Kristol started like crying on air because Trump was doing well.
That was sad. For Bill
Kristol.
Amazing.
That was amazing.
It was almost as good as Please Clap.
Well, I'm happy it's not going to be Dana Rohrabacher, who said that Russia commits no crimes against humanity or any, social injustice. Something. That's cute.
Speaking
Can we please just leave the Russians alone for once? It's been 70 years.
I mean, there was kind of a period where, doing that with Russia was kind of necessary.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but the Cold War's been over for 25 years.
Bring it back, baby.
It's been back, but it's been on a very small scale because Russia's broke.
Yeah, their economy is the size of Italy. They're no threat to us. We can leave them alone.
What's wrong with Italy?
Nothing. I love the Italians. I like Russia too.
Speaking of Italy, I actually want to. Actually, first let's finish.
We're going all over the place, aren't we?
Let's finish the Secretary of State thing before we jump into Italy. So there's this Exxon Mobil guy or whatever.
Rex Tillerson.
Yeah, Rex Tillerson may be named Secretary of State. Charlie, I want your thoughts because I don't know much about the guy. I'm assuming you probably did more research on him. So,
Yeah,
what are your thoughts?
he's an oil man. Just had the new EPA guy, which makes me very happy. He
Black gold.
It is. It's our greatest resource. We should use it. He has a lot of ties with. I wouldn't say ties. That has like a negative connotation. But he has a good relationship with Putin. Like they've met, they've done business.
That I heard.
And I think that's what we need because I think our new foreign policy challenges require a rapprochement with Russia, like a coming together. So I think he's a good guy to do that. Again, I really want Rohrbacher, but it's not going to happen probably. So I will happily take this guy.
Tell them to build the pipes from Russia to the United States.
I mean, we don't need it. We have plenty of our own oil.
I know it was a joke because they have pipes going into Europe.
And once the EPA gets out of the way, we'll become wealthier than ever before.
Yes. Frank,
I can hear the screams of liberals everywhere from what you just said.
Well, that's okay. They lost. Their opinions don't matter anymore. This is a very good feeling. For the first time in my political life, we're in charge, and it's amazing.
It's the era of good feelings.
As a never Trumper, I do feel pretty good, but I came close to bending the knee, but then fucking big cars are.
Language, sir.
You were never gonna bend the knee.
I was coming there. I was getting there.
You know what? We're like the church. We always welcome lost.
Oh my god.
So when you are ready to repent and join the fold, we'll be ready for you.
You're a wolf in sheep's clothing. All right. So Rex Tillerson, interesting choice. People on the left are upset because of his.
So are people on the right.
Yeah, people on the right are too. Frank, tell us why.
A lot of dealings with Russia. He once said sanctions don't work. Kind of agree with him with that because as a free trader,
they don't work.
Yeah.
Well, what's the problem?
There's a lot of evidence that shows that it worked with Iran, which we probably should have kept on going with, but that's just my point of view. Because when everybody stops doing business with you, eventually your economy falters. But with Cuba, it's a different story.
You're against Tillerson then, or?
No, I don't know much about him. I know McCain and Graham are are looking to investigate him or may vote against him.
That is the biggest endorsement I've ever heard. Okay, I like this guy.
Yeah, I was reading that last night because there's a lot of the Trump's transition team has more leaks than the Iraqi Navy. It's just everything's coming out of there.
It's on purpose, man.
Yeah, I would say so.
4-dimensional chess, my man. 4-dimensional chess.
They win by leaking stuff.
Hell yeah, they control the information flow.
Yes.
Trump can tweet something and control the next 24 hours of news coverage. It's amazing.
That's so true, though.
Should Trump stay
Donald
on Twitter?
Trump tweeted that he likes Coke. Is this a condemnation of Pepsi? Why does Trump hate Pepsi?
Listen. I like Pepsi. Pepsi's great. I love Pepsi.
Oh, I like Pepsi. Drink. I'm not.
Great drink. But Coke, I just love Coke. Okay, so anyway. That
was beautiful, Paul.
Thank you.
Very.
That wasn't actually wasn't that good because my throat's a little. That was probably beautiful.
That was actually, English. Yeah, that was good.
What was that?
It's Gary Johnson.
and what is Aleppo?
He's somewhere getting high somewhere, passed out in the bush.
Well, Frank, if I can call you Frank,
he's just in a bush with a bunch of weed, like one of those anime love pillows.
Charlie, we're both kind of weebs, so I don't know if we should judge.
That's fair.
Yeah. I found out Charlie was a weeb after Trump won.
Oh, yeah?
That's what I found out.
Oh, man, I got those pictures, too.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay, I have to send them all. I've been saving them for 4 months. Dump them all.
You send them to Dan? Or, no, Dan was not.
I wake up. I'm sorry, Paul.
Oh, no, when he sent it to me, I was awake drinking. So I knew.
Oh, man. All right. For those of you who don't know, after Trump won the election, Charlie sent us like 50 Trump memes on Facebook.
In a video, do like a team song from Warhammer.
Yes, Warhammer's amazing.
It was like 3 a.m. my time. I guess it was like 5 o'clock his time. But geez, I just wake up at like 6. I'm just like, what the fuck?
I was a little excited.
I don't blame you.
I was actually like blasting music in the office. I had When Johnny Comes Marching Home playing.
Johnny Comes Home.
All right, let's jump into Italy. Well, actually, let's jump into Austria, and then we'll go into the more the happy.
That's okay. That's okay. We can skip Austria. That's cool.
All right, so let's talk about the Austrian election because we did bring it up last time a little bit.
No, we didn't. You're lying.
Yeah. Well, it actually, I read reports. This puts Hoffer's party in a stronger position for the parliamentary elections in 2008.
We'll be okay.
2008.
Oh no, not 2008. 2018. Sorry.
We really could have used a win here, but that's okay. The FPO is going to be fine. They'll do very well in the next elections. They're slated to be the biggest party in the parliament.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, it's a far right party, right?
They're not far right, Paul.
They're
right wing populist.
It's a right wing populist party. I know Danny's gonna like comment something below. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's far right. That means extreme, right? And if half of the country likes your party, you're not extreme. You're mainstream.
Yeah. That's fair. All right, so a right-wing populist party in Austria that was kind of anti-EU, right? Kind of
they're Eurosceptics, but Hofer, that's the candidate. He had said he would not call for a referendum.
Ooh, no wonder why he lost.
That's actually what the UKIP people are saying. Like he should have stuck by the referendum.
Why didn't he stick by the referendum? That's a little.
The Austrians aren't that anti-EU.
Interesting.
Most East Europeans aren't.
Yeah, it's like basically once you get France and like the Netherlands, once you get east of there, what they want is more of a reform of the EU with more local sovereignty, but they don't want to dismantle it. Of course, so, I'm over here like, burn it all down.
Burn it all to the ground.
Burn it all.
Please. All right. So yeah, he lost the election, and for those who don't know, it was like a re-vote basically that they were doing because they found some suspicious activity when the candidate won for the first time, and then they did a re-vote, and Hofer lost again. So it is what it is. But let's go.
He actually lost by more.
Yeah, he lost by more this time. Didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He like before it was a difference of like 0.2%. This time it was a difference of like 2%.
Yeah, which I don't know what that really says. Maybe more people. I think more people got out to vote. Maybe
the opposition rallied against him more. You'll be shocked to hear this. The establishment right in Austria voted for the Green candidate.
What a fucking surprise!
I know, right? They're all in this together. They're all playing for the same team.
I wonder. Well, I mean, the Green guy was also a populist. I don't know much about the election, but I remember you telling me this.
Yeah. I will say this: he's not that bad. He doesn't want to open the borders. He doesn't want to, bring in more migrants.
Really, that's interesting.
Yeah,
very interesting.
Yeah, like he has said maybe we should let some in, but we need to be very moderate and calm and meticulous about it. That's a fair position.
Sounds like a Republican.
All right, so let's jump into Italy now, who just a few hours ago...
I'm so sorry, Paul. I knew you were rooting for him.
I was?
Yeah.
You were?
I was?
This is news.
My grandparents were, but I wasn't. I asked my grandparents, what would you have voted? And they're like, I think it was C the one?
Yeah, C. Yeah, C would have given him more power.
Yes, C would have given him more power. I'm like, no. Fuck that. But yeah, they had a vote in Italy. I actually don't know this. I forgot what the specifics were. It was a little confusing.
I know a little bit about it if you want me to.
Yeah, go ahead, because it was a...
Yeah, you're right. It is confusing. Basically what the essence of it is, it would have it was a relining, like a what's the word we're looking for? Streamlining. That's it. Streamlining of their electoral process and their legislative process to take power away from the more populist part of the government. Basically, like the part of the government where, like, say, the Five-Star Movement and Lega Nord, where they were doing well, and put it more in the upper house and in the prime minister's office. And the people said no.
You're damn right they did. And basically what the result of this I guess it was a referendum. This referendum, the Prime Minister, Renzi, he said that if no won, he would step down as Prime Minister. And that he did exactly that. And just a few,
classy.
Yeah, and just a few hours ago, there was actually some speculation that he would not step down. But no, he did. And they actually named the new prime minister a few hours ago. I don't know anything about him because I just googled it right now.
He was the foreign minister, wasn't he?
I don't know.
It was the foreign minister. He's forming a caretaker government.
His name is Paolo Gentiloni. For those of you who don't know, Paolo is Paul in Italian. So I'm secretly running the government of Italy.
Burn it to the ground.
I mean, that's where it's going. Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about the guy, but I'm assuming it's more on the line with the. Is he more like Renzi, Charlie?
I know very little about him. All I know is that he was the foreign minister and he's the new guy.
Yeah. Well, we don't know much about him, so it is what it is. But no, it's definitely an exciting vote. And since we're already in that area of Europe, let's jump into Germany.
Let's cross the Alps together.
Yeah. Yes, let's cross the Alps together.
Merkel.
Yeah, Angela Merkel had some interesting things to say a few days ago. She wants to ban the burqa now. Ban the veil.
I think Merkel should ban herself. Have you seen her nudes? Oof.
Well, the burqa, the burqa is the full body covering.
Yes.
You can still wear the veil.
Okay, so just ban the burqa.
Yeah.
Thoughts? Surprised? I'm surprised.
It conflicts with her. She's basically, I think after the election with Trump, she's taken on. According to, like issuing warnings against Trump, against hate and all this other stuff, and came out as a defender for all groups, then quickly changed her tune.
Yeah, I mean, I think...
defender of liberal democracy, and you can't have a liberal democracy if you ban a certain element of religion. So it's very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, this is my perspective on it. I think that she kind of sees where the tide's going in the country, and she's trying to, change her views a little bit to cater to that group, but they're not happy with her anyway, so she just wasted her fucking time.
The election for Germany is coming up soon, right? I believe, Charlie?
Yes.
It's in October, isn't it?
October, yeah.
So it's like
I don't... Yeah. I want to see her losing, though. Maybe taking a big hit.
She's taking a huge hit.
This just makes me sick. It really does.
Go ahead, Charlie.
She brings in 1.5 million people in 1 year. Oof. We have no idea who they are, where they come from. Even the German government can only confirm where about a fifth of them are from.
You know what? I actually have a funny story about refugees while and you can continue that after. But the BBC reported something about the refugees, and they're like, and the title is like, a lot of refugees convert to Christianity, and I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I read the article, and it says, 3 people have converted to Christianity that we know, and I'm just sitting there like, it's 3 fucking people. This is a news article?
No, the tides are turning. They're just like us now, Paul.
They're just like us. They're like, do you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? Yes, okay, those 3, sure. I'm just sitting, I was reading the article, is this what the BBC has become? Anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Joe. I just want to get that tirade out there.
No, it's fine. It's like from the beginning, speaking of the BBC, there's been a deliberate effort on the part of the Merkel government and on part of the establishment media to just crush any dissent on this. You had Merkel teaming up with Facebook to the point where it's in Germany and in the UK now, people are being arrested for saying mean things about the migrants on Facebook and on Twitter. Honestly, the BBC actually helped turn me into a right-wing populist, because I was in Germany. I was in Germany. It's true. I used to read the BBC a lot because I thought they were unbiased, and most of their coverage up to that point was actually pretty good, except for like Israel. But then the migrant crisis started happening, and I was very interested in this. So Hungary closed their border, and I read the BBC story on it. And their story was, oh, Hungary border police viciously attack, like, women and children, and they have all of these pictures of like crying kids and mothers, like bleeding people, and then they have like one secondhand quote from a Hungarian press guy, and that's it, right? All these interviews with the migrants and all that stuff. And I thought, okay, that doesn't seem quite right. Then I go on to Breitbart, and they have, oh, here's video of these people attacking the border fence, shouting Allahu Akbar. And I'm like, okay, so I'm a Breitbart guy, I guess. So Merkel is trying desperately. She's trying desperately to save her skin, and it's not going to work. AFD's gone from 4% to 14%. Merkel's done.
Yeah, Merkel's done. Well, I think she'll still win. Not next election.
She'll win the next election. Yeah,
I think well, I don't know if she will, because we've I'm gonna say I'm just gonna go out of a limb and say she's gonna lose.
I'll owe you both a beer if she loses. We'll make that bet. I'll make a bet right now. I'll make a saying that I'll owe you a beer, or Charlie, or both of you guys if she when she wins. I don't see her going down.
I mean, listen. She's a big face. She's the big face of Germany right now. The big face of the EU right now. If that head is taken off, it'll be pretty crazy. So if she loses the election, the EU is done.
Then it'll be just Justin Trudeau as the leader of liberalism.
Liberal leftism, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the son of Fidel Castro.
I love that conspiracy. I was spreading that around.
It's not a conspiracy. It's confirmed. DNA test came in.
I don't know if you're joking, Charlie.
His red blood cells have little hammers and sickles on them.
Oh, that could also be from his mom's side. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else that's been going on? Let's see.
Donald Trump met with Al Gore and Leonardo DiCaprio, and is calling. I think he may change his tune on climate change.
Relax. We got an oil man in the EPA. We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh yeah, we should talk about that. I don't know anything about this EPA guy.
As long as
he's an oil man. He's awesome.
I mean, as long as I just want them to cut subsidies. That's all I want them to do to any energy source. But that's not going to happen with an oil guy in the EPA, probably. So, I can sit here and be a little disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, I guess even for me, like I'm glad we'll have the EPA kind of cutting some of the regulations. I do wish we could have more of a push toward nuclear power, but that's just me.
Right. Well, that's fair. All right. Yeah, a lot of things are still. Everything in the news is just talking about the fucking Russian hackers or whatever. I don't really care.
It's amazing. It's like the Democrats have switched their attitude toward Russia like overnight.
It's what a time to do that.
It's like before. What's up? Sorry.
It's what a time to be alive. CIA are going after Trump. The secret assessment. I don't know if they provide any evidence about the Russian hackers. I'm trying to find it.
Well, I mean, the CIA is well known for their honesty and transparency.
Yeah.
Trump calls ridiculous reports Russia helped him in the U.S. election. Yeah, well, it is ridiculous. I mean, I don't know.
WikiLeaks definitely helped. Especially that part.
Let's run a hypothetical scenario here. Let's run a hypothetical, right?
Yeah, WikiLeaks helped, but that was more just to get the truth out there.
Well, yeah, let's suppose it was the Russians, right? Let's suppose Putin...
Does that change the truth?
Exactly. Sitting on like his golden throne, he said, "You, go hack the DNC's emails." And they do it. And all he did was give us true information. So why would we be mad at the Russians for telling us things that are true?
Podesta's a cuck.
Podesta is a cuck.
He's worse than a cuck. Like, the
Apparently
cucks
a pedophile.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Podesta actually actively wants to destroy my country. The cucks are just misled.
And a Satanist.
And yeah.
Those fucking reports, man.
You gotta
I've been saying
sure
Democrats are Satanists for years. Just saying.
It's like there has to be some kind of code, because I've been reading the emails. They're hilarious. He goes in one email. He goes, "Did you pay $50,000 for the pizza?" And you're like, "What the fuck, Miss?" Oh, what a time!
That's like one of my favorite moments of the campaign was when CNN came on there and said it is illegal for you to read these WikiLeaks. Only we can read them, and we'll tell you.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Fuck you, Chris Cuomo.
It's like pre-Reformation Catholicism all over again. It's like only the Pope can interpret Scripture, and he will deliver his renderings unto you, the unwashed masses.
Ooh, what's this?
What else is going on in the world?
It says in Chicago, bodies pile up at intersection of depression and rage. What? What happened in Chicago?
High crime.
Yeah, they've been having a huge crime spree there lately.
Good job, Rom. You know?
Yeah.
I really do want to go back to sanctuary cities.
Go ahead.
Our esteemed leader, Mayor de Blasio.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
This is a safe place for all of you.
Not for
sanctuary
long.
cities were never designed to be like that, and now all these legal hacks are going. Yeah, we don't have to follow federal law. It's not in the Constitution. I'm like, what?
Didn't we fight like a rather expensive war over the idea of the states obeying the federal government?
I think but now the North wants to...
As a Southerner, I'm intimately familiar with this.
Oh, never fought before.
But we can't afford to be a sanctuary city. We're already $100 billion in debt. I don't know if people know about that in New York City, but I'm just throwing that out there. Stop it.
Yeah, please stop. I don't want to be a sanctuary city. And like, the New York City mayor election is going to be coming up rather soon.
Trump winning really strengthened de Blasio as a hero. The progressives are now uniting under him because he burnt a lot of bridges with them. So if anything...
What if Trump would be president and mayor of New York?
I mean,
he's already producer of The Apprentice. You know, that's
one thing I want to talk about.
My God, Trump's going to give money to a TV show. He can't do that. Like what?
But
it's just weird.
He should be spending time as president, and they're like, "Oh, he's only working The Apprentice on his spare time." As president, you have no spare time.
You shouldn't have any spare time.
As a producer, he will be giving them a check.
He's an executive producer.
That will be his involvement. Executive producer.
So what does he get out of not being in there?
Well, by investing in the thing, he gets a share of the profits. That's how a producer thing works.
Yes.
So it's an investment. The president can invest in things.
Okay. It's just bizarre. I'm not against it. It's just weird.
But he shouldn't be putting effort into this. He should just, if he gets money from it without putting any work into it, I'm fine. But apparently he's been working this on his spare time. There is no such thing as spare time.
Well, if there is no spare time, then he won't be involved for very long.
Arnold.
I don't know how people can defend him on this. Arnold Schwarzenegger on The Apprentice.
I'll defend him on it, no problem. He's the president. Okay, so he gives a check to this TV show. Big deal.
It's more than that. Apparently, he's going to be a part of its production.
I'm glad they put Conan on as the head of Celebrity Apprentice.
I mean, I don't even watch Celebrity Apprentice. I really don't care.
Oh, my parents do.
Very yeah.
Well,
All parents, shout out. This is Marino, and I know you're listening.
at least they did when Trump was on a few years ago.
What else is going on? I wonder if... Go ahead.
No, I was just going to make a joke. Did you hear Russia hacked the United States and now Putin's president of the United States?
I think we made the show at the beginning of the podcast, didn't we?
I know, but I'm making it at the end because that's what everyone's just fucking saying. That's all the news is saying right now.
I always think the big deal is, and I'm part of the establishment, so I don't know why.
Yeah, you should stop doing that, Frank.
Bend the knee. Bend the knee, but to Rand Paul instead of Trump.
It's like being on crack. It's just not good for you. Stop.
Why did Ted Cruz vote for the NDAA? Tell me.
Oh, actually, have you guys heard about like the new defense spending bill?
No, what is that? Well,
So they've included an addendum, which would provide $20 million to combat fake news.
Oh my God! What is fake news? What is this standard?
It's whatever leftists don't like.
Did you see when Brian Williams was going against it, and I just laughed for a good 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Here's the thing: do they not know that $20 million is going to be going? It's going to be going to Trump next.
That's the thing. That's what people on the left and people who want to give more power to the state. That's what they have to understand.
They're so stupid.
Imagine all this power you're giving to the state, right? The power to regulate healthcare, religion, bakeries, propaganda.
Bakeries.
Now, imagine all of that. Now, imagine giving that power to me.
Sounds good to me.
Just think about that. You don't give the government a power that you don't want your enemies to have.
Yeah, that's what's going on with the nominations. Now, Democrats did that parliamentary trick where they only need 51 votes.
Yes.
The only nomination they could stop is Mattis by not approving the waiver because you need to be away from the military for a certain amount of years. And they do that.
You're right. It's like the Democrats broke down all these barriers, and now we're going to use them to put our guys in.
Yeah.
Well, we should.
But I love the Democrats when they say we should all work together, like under Obama, they're racist. Now they're like, let's obstruct 4 years of Trump. Let's do everything we can. And I'm like, oh my God.
Well, they're all spineless hypocrites who have no guiding principles whatsoever except like the destruction of the nation.
I'm just really I feel like in the next the new agenda of the Democratic Party now, besides after healthcare, is getting rid of fake news, which I don't know what is.
Again, fake news is anything the left doesn't like.
Yeah.
If you look at like the list of fake news, I think it was the Washington Post, they put out like the Ron Paul Institute's on there.
I know. I saw their YouTube video on it, and they were laughing. It was hilarious.
And Drudge Report. All Drudge Report does is
links
collect
to the
links.
website.
And you know what? Let's talk about this a little more because they looked at the source of the Washington whatever, like the source of where that came from. They have no idea what that source is. No one knows what that source is. It doesn't exist.
I'm sure George Soros is not involved at all.
Did this happen because of Pizzagate or something like that, or
this happened because Trump won?
Yeah, it's happening because Trump won.
But this has Democrats are pointing to an issue. Oh, besides Trump, trying to find it.
We need to combat fake news and CNN and NBC.
Yeah,
and them.
Yeah,
and Brian Williams.
Fake news is telling the American people that it is illegal for you to read WikiLeaks, that only the media can read it. That's fake news.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's fake news.
Like, CNN should be dismantled and sold off for scrap.
Yes, it should.
Give it all to Breitbart.
Give it all to Breitbart. Breitbart's moving into Europe. I don't know if you heard about that.
They already have Breitbart London. I'm a fan.
We follow them on Twitter.
Yes, we do.
I really need
You're
to
welcome.
get on a Twitter account.
I haven't been on in a little while.
It's hopping, man. It's
Do we have Russian supporters on Twitter too?
We have no supporters on Twitter.
I mean, it's a dying platform. We might as well
should
just
do more podcasts about.
That's true. You should all get Gab accounts.
Yeah, we should get a Gab account. Speaking of Twitter, a thing came up, and I think I sent you both the pictures of it, asking me to do a Twitter survey, and they're like, how can we improve the sites or something like that? And I'm like, stop banning people you disagree with politically. Like, how would you describe Twitter in one word? Dying.
No, seriously, their stocks are going down to shit.
Have you ever been cyberbullied on Twitter? Go fuck yourself.
Language ball.
Fuck Twitter, man. This fucking sucks. Bunch of cucks. Anyway.
They are cucks, yes.
I've never been on Twitter, so I can't say anything.
Yeah, that was a good call on your part. I only use Twitter for one thing. That's for one of my accounts. I use it a lot for, and it's not anything political. That one.
Big Brother.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, my Twitter is all politics. So that's all I do on there.
That's mostly my Facebook and memes.
You see, I keep my politics off of Facebook because like I'm friends with like all the English teachers over here, and they're all a bunch of Marxists.
Oh, yeah.
Of all the Americans here, I have not met a single Trump supporter.
So
how's that go? Like,
people.
Do they talk to you?
No, I just don't mention it.
So yeah, about that election, I'm so devastated. Charles like, yeah, you like, nice day out, you know. Look at that
That's
bird.
basically like, oh wow, how about that? Cool.
Yeah, about that. Oof.
Well, on the bright side, it's sunny.
Hiroshima. Wow.
I was trying to contain my uproarious laughter. I was like, oh man.
Uproarious laughter. Oh boy.
There are three people here who know I'm Trump supporters, and they're close friends, so we're good.
The besties.
Yep.
All right,
Bullshit besties.
Bullshit besties. Okay. I don't know. Do you guys want to end it there? Because we've been going about an hour, which is not bad.
I went pretty quick.
The Right Wing Podcast, yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to the Right Wing Political Spectrum Podcast. I thought it was fun.
Well, according to our little chart, I'm a centrist, so you know.
I know. I'm just being a little facetious.
So am I.
Oh, okay.
On that other test, you were 100% right on everything.
Yes. I am in no way a centrist.
No. You are not.
If anything, I'm the lefty here. If we're going based on that one.
Yeah.
So I said, Charlie, I'm like, Charlie, please don't be mad. I'm like the almost exact opposite.
Well, that wasn't because you weren't zero at all of the left things.
I was like...
I wasn't even trying. Like it was not deliberate. It's like 100% right wing on everything. I'm like, oh, that's accurate.
When the frickin' frogs get.
Oh man, I only had 20% for liberty. I was like, what?
Join us, Paul. Bend the knee.
Huh?
I gotta see how I scored again. I forgot.
Oh, you took the test too?
Yeah.
Oh.
We all did, didn't we?
No. Oh, this is a different one.
Oh, I have to take that one.
Yeah, Charlie, send that test to Frank because he's going to be on the left on everything too, just like me.
Yeah, sure. I'll take a look at it.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
It's
like the Breitbart test.
It's a different paradigm.
It's basically the idea is like it's conservatism in the classical sense versus liberalism in the classical sense.
Oh boy, I'm gonna be liberal.
Charlie, please don't be mad. Paul, it's okay. I still love you.
Of course I still love you, Paul. I mean, you may be a godless heathen, but that's fine.
Godless heathen?
Guilty.
That's not me. That's my political classification. I mean, come on. According to that test, I'm basically a monarchist. So it's like, all right.
Well, I mean, we need to find George Washington's heir. I'm
a populist, man. I'm like, hey, boy, Vox Populi, Vox Dei.
Aye. All right. Yeah. We'll end it there. This has been the Political Spectrum Podcast. You guys have any closing remarks? No, we're good, right?
I'm fine.
Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. To our
every like is 1,000 rubles for us.
To our two or three viewers, thank you for getting to the end. To the one of you that made it to the end, thank you so much. Until next time, guys. Peace.
Adios.
Tschüss.